What's going on, y'all? So we had this talk. I broke this down to a female, and she's a little younger, so she's 26, 27. So she didn't understand when I was saying like the difference in dating. I told her like you're a little younger, so when you was in high school during the social media era, so you don't know what it's like to be an adult and to go to the mall, go to the movies, go to the grocery store, go to the club. This is before that lounge atmosphere. The only time you've seen that lounge atmosphere is when you went to like LA, New York, Vegas. Like you went to these upscale clubs, but Nashville, Tennessee, even Atlanta, like you seen like clubs. People were dancing, females were dancing, twerking. You could dance with 5 to 10 girls and walk away with 5 numbers. And each one of the 5, 4 out of the 5, you're going to have a chance to date. In 2005, 90s, 80s, 70s, and 60s. That's how that happened. She was like, well, so it ain't the same now? I was like, no, not even close. And you know that. There's a guy that you dated, because we were talking about the difference, how women choose to date when it comes to coworkers, guys that they know at the workplace, versus that same guy, same looks, approaching her at the grocery store, mall, movies, club, whatever. You'll see women, you'll see a lot of good-looking women dating down when it comes to looks, dating average guys. There's plenty of times I've seen women who are like 7, 8s, and 9s, really nice-looking women with a regular guy. He makes good money, but that's a lot of guys that makes good money, regular guys. But if those guys approach a woman who's a 5 or above, that woman who's a 5 or above today is not gonna be attracted or initially attracted to a guy who's a 5 or above looks wise, even if he has a nice car and makes good money. Because she's competing, she automatically puts him in the competition of her DMs and social media. See, this is the difference. See, back then, women, they didn't know when the next time they was going to see a guy. So that's why the odds were a lot higher. See, and this is what I was saying. This is why, like, back in those days, a woman would actually meet you. I'll give him a shot. Even if you weren't technically her type, she's going to try to get to know you because she doesn't, or by default, she's going to keep going on dates with you. You'll probably get 3 dates out of 2 months. You'll get a shot. And she'll stay in touch with you. See, that's actually how dating used to go. You would have a lot of women say, a lot of married couples. I met a white married couple in Vegas. We talked for almost 2 hours. And they told me they didn't initially like each other. The wife did not initially like the husband. Now they're going on 26 years of marriage. See, that's back in the day where you, I don't know when I'm going to see a guy again. So yeah, let's go out to eat. And then you go out to eat and you have a good time. That's not happening today. See, that way of thinking is what happens when you see good-looking women with decent-looking men in the workplace, because that guy doesn't technically have to approach her. If she sees him every day, they're in the same department, same building, same area, he can build a rapport over months without even, hey, how you doing? What's your number? He doesn't have to do any of that. I've been working places where a girl said my name before I even spoke 2 words to her, because she talked to other people. She probably heard somebody, Mitchell, oh, I like that, or like this, or like that. I like your car. I saw your car. See, there's a difference when it comes to the workplace relationship. That's why workplace is number 1 for hookups. More than the mall, the club, the movies, the lounges, the bars. The workplace is number 1. The workplace is also number 1 for cheating, because there's no effort that really has to be put in it. This is why I said, because rapport can be built. That woman is actually, she doesn't even realize it, but the longer she's on that job, And along with that same guy or guys, she's actually getting to know these guys. See, back when women actually got to know men, their marriage rate was up. Back when women actually dated to get to know men or whatever, the marriage rate was actually higher. But now today, those same guys that I seen with good-looking girls, the average men in the workplace that got the good-looking girl at the job because he just showed up every day and she ended up liking him, if he approached her at the movies and she never seen him before, 9 times out of 10, she's going to say no. 9.9 times out of 10. And that's the difference. That's the, like I said, there's been a couple, I'm real big on sitting down and listening to married people talk. And when I mean married people, I'm talking about 5 years married to 40, 50 years married. I probably had an hour conversation with about, like, no exaggeration, probably over 20 married couples. 20 married couples. That's not counting the 2-hour conversations. That's not counting the 3-hour conversations. Like, because I was raised to be that type of guy. And this is going to be another video when we talk about, was that woman even raised to be a wife? Was that woman raised to be a mother? Was that man raised to be a husband? See, we got to get back to talking like that. A lot of y'all think that switch can just be flipped on, and it can't. See, these movies tell us, yeah, he can just flip the switch. No. And see, that's why the marital rate is going down. That's why you see a lot of single parent households, because we aren't putting any effort when it comes to this type of stuff. I didn't want to make this video that long. I wanted to kind of just show you the difference between the workplace and the advantages of being with a girl